Hello everyone. This is my English speaking practice and I'm talking about my personal development. Yep, this is 10th video and I introduce iPad. You can see this and I can write like this, but I don't know I don't know if I use this while broadcasting, but yeah, this would be useful, I believe. And today yesterday I was talking about how to make it stable, how to make the game stable, and yeah, I came up with the way it's E2E test, end-to-end test, but I think I I thought E2E test is a good way, but I think about it again, or yeah, review this way, and I I should I should take another way to test. And the problem is that the players cannot play anymore because of the error. Yeah, and the type of errors is almost client-side error. Yeah, when the client-side error happens, the screen will get white, and yeah, the player cannot play anymore. So yeah, the first priority is to avoid that. So I want to change the way to test. E2E is too much. So yeah, I think I have a lot of things to test the client side, because now there is a lint error, ESLint. This is static analytics about types. Yeah, so the TypeScript has a type system, and yeah, so the language server or something like that can check the syntax. For example, this error is saying investor rate from server is declared, but its value is never read. Yeah, so this value should be removed, because not used. So this project has TS-lint settings, ESLint, and yeah, these plugins check my code base, and yeah, it aimed to be it aim to be make it clean and clean and correct. Yeah. So but now I ignore these errors. This value is not used, but yeah, I want to have keep the same structure for each type. So I keep this line because yeah, I want to have same structure like this, but the value is not used, so the error happen. Yeah, so in this case I want to ignore the error, but another case I should pay attention to these warnings. Yeah, for example, for example, okay, there is no good example, but before I in the past I have error on the client side and the screen got white and players cannot play anymore. At the time the error is happened in client side and the cause is a type error. Yeah, for example, yeah, this structure is changed before. When I have introduced this require and notify data structure, there is yeah, so I introduced this structure. The information, the data structure is changed about this. Yeah, and we need to access when we want to access this property, for example, we need to access this property, value property, and then property proposer ID. This is needed. But before the changes, originally this is not needed. Yeah, and yeah, so this case property proposer ID does not exist on the type require. Yeah, this is a TypeScript compiler tells me, and yeah, hey, something wrong. So, and also in this state, when I try to build, the error happen. Not happen. Okay, not happen. So this is a problem because when in this build, the code is transpiled to from this. This is not correct, and this would cause the runtime exception. So this is a problem. So I want to avoid the runtime error. Yeah. To avoid the runtime error, I want to check the compile error strictly. So before the before we play the game, I should check the code. Yeah. With power of type systems. Yeah, in this case, the type system tells me and warn me, yeah, proposal ID does not exist on this type. So I should realize this error, and also this command just tsc and b option. I thought this is enough to check the type error, but it seems not enough. Yeah, I realized just now. So I think maybe how this command is also succeeded. So tsc is not enough. I want to know about TSC. TSC stands for TypeScript compiler. So I think TSC can detect the type error and warn me, but yeah, but I cannot make use of TSC 100% cool. Yeah, and let's ask I want TypeScript compiler to check type error. No emit. I didn't save it, so I see. So okay, my understanding is correct. So yeah, npm run build is able to check the type error like this. So why did I have an error, client side error at the time? But yeah, so TypeScript compiler can detect the error. So I think this is good. And lint means yeah, so like remove lint. I think lint comes from, yeah, something like this. So my project, there are a lot of lint, lot of warning and error, so I should clean these errors. This file is not needed. I'm not used. I don't use. 46 problems happens. Okay, today I'm going to solve these lint errors. Number 1. Winner is not used. Okay. Okay. Number 2. Last destination. Not used. Set items. Not used. And React hook is called in function render cell info, that is component names must start with huh? Like this. Okay. This is not used. Children is not used. Game layout. Okay. Previous money. Here. Can I run it again? 38. Okay. React node is defined. Okay. Unnecessary dependency. Low message. But this is important because, yeah, I want to detect the game state update, and start time and game settings is initial value, so this value is not updated during the game, but in this function I need to calculate the remaining time. So the every time row message is updated, this function should be called. So in this case, this function is not pure because the data now function is has a random value, or this is not a function because the definition of the function is if it takes same input, it should output same value. So but the data now return the current timestamp, so this function, this has a side effect. So in this case, this is a little bit tricky, so I want to ignore no no disable like this. ESLint disable next door and react fix exhaustive depths. By adding comment line like this, we can ignore the warning or errors. Exceptionally, this is a exceptional solution. Like this. Fast refresh only works when file only exports components. Oh my god. I see. I understand. But this file is generated by the library, so I don't need to change, and in this case disable. I can yeah, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So this case, I see this is saying the linter is saying you should separate the exportation for component and just object. Yeah, but this pattern of implementation is used for everywhere, so I want to ignore. But if but yeah, it's not complicated, so I can extract contexts from these files and to a new file. Context ts, and yeah, I want to separate like this. And I needed to move to like this. Yeah, I know. So like this. Oh, okay, I see. So I notice API context. Yes. Okay, so I need to separate context and components. So yeah, provider and context are needed, and context should remove provider, and in provider file should remove context, and yeah, and export context. Export it. The handle outplay is called in provider, and yeah, like this, like this, like this, like this. But error happened. Okay. This line might be used. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And client state provider and client state context. In the context file, we need to remove provider. In the provider file, we need to remove other than provider. This and export. Maybe we need to export like this. Handle alliance confirmation. This is not used. Like this. And client context. This. Okay. Next. Game state from server provider. Oh. Copy and create context file. In the context file, we need two provider. And the provider file need to remove other than provider. Good. And export. Need to export. Maybe don't need. Okay. Mock data provider. Okay. Oh, why this is? This game's. Oh, I see. And what this is? Okay. The provider file. Provider context, not. The context file. Remove. provider file, remove. Okay, and okay, this any is can be helped. And also this any is can be helped. I think this is, yeah, no worth. Use time limit is needed. WebSocket provider, this is important provider. Context. So context file. Provider file. Need to export. Okay. Okay. How? I don't know. This is. I think this is not. This is not correct, but yeah, no problem. So I want to. Yeah. Okay. And I think replace all context. Okay. Okay. And this replace all. Okay. And oh my god, not provider. Can I suggest? Can you suggest? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And okay. Oh. Oh, I see. This is provider. This is provider. Okay. Rerun. two problem remaining. Send message and join. Okay, and now I finished cleaning lint, so I want to add this. Yeah, by this I built this project. The lint happens first. Oh my god. What? Not save. Okay. This is context. This is context. Okay. Lint and build. Okay. So now this project is more secure to develop. Okay, so yeah, refactor hooks and components to use updated context providers, enhancing code clarity and consistency. Update package.json script to increase rate checks before build and check comments. Remove unused files and adjust imports across various components or improved structure. Yes, correct. Okay. So now I don't think E2E test is needed, so I remove it from roadmap. Let's change E2E is not needed. But I need to improve the debug strategy, debug way. So from now I will debug and I have to come up with the idea to improve way to debug. Yeah, because I want to add a lot of new features, so the debug speed is the key. So create a room, and this is okay, and this is also good, I think. Oh, but this is not. Oh my god, why? Lobby room. Lobby room. Game parameters. So in this case, I can build data and oh, I see. Game parameters. Okay. The debug process is starting. In this case, in this part, I call send a message and type is fetch, and with game parameters flag is true, and so the server returns the game parameters, and then we can access the game parameters and game parameters has a joiner and enter the players. So this information is shown by game parameters info, but the problem is the build data stores game logic state, so the game parameter is not found. This is the cause of the problem. But why this happened? Okay, and reload, connect. The game parameters is game parameters. Game parameters is I see, the server side don't return the game parameters, so but I don't change the game parameters, so I think what Mm, why this happened? Oh my god. This is something wrong. WebSocket session is including. This is not. The previous change caused a problem, I think. Oh, I see. I want to see the difference. And I think I have changed the dependency, and so the dependency has a dependency is difficult to understand. I mean, React is difficult. I changed the this is okay. For example, this is not okay. I changed some dependency here and here, and movie and game layout is okay. Where? Chrome use WebSocket. Use WebSocket. Difficult. But now the infinite rendering is stopped. Huh? Not stopped. I don't know. Let me see. Clean the console log and reload the page. And the data is not shown. Fetch is called, but yeah, of course the WebSocket is disconnected. And now connect the fetch. This is yeah, the second fetch is called and send message, and with game parameters true. Yeah, game parameters is here and enter the players is here, but next I see overwritten the game state, so I need to think about why overwritten. Yeah, with game parameters true, after that the with game parameter without game parameter is called. Request without game parameter called, and the game state is overwritten. So the maybe here is first fetch, connect. I think the structure is not good, because this component has lobby room, so this component call this, so I think this is moved to here, and this is yeah, and in this component we should is waiting room is is waiting with game parameter flag is true, and call this, and in this component we don't need to call this, because in the parent component here we can call fetch with game parameters true, because when the is waiting is true, lobby room is rendered, and at the time this is true. And this is send message and is waiting. Yeah. This is correct. And send a message is I don't know, this function is when updated. When this function is updated, but I think this works. The player ID is needed. Good. Reload. Error happened. Switch lobby. I see. Shoot from def game. And connect. Okay. But game duration is blank, got blank. I have changed this property, not the minutes. I changed logical time. In the core module, yeah. So we should this. Game duration minutes. Why? Game duration minutes. Yeah. I think. But why? Huh? In the client module, we should update the why this error can't be detected. Oh, I see. So I need to task refresh and okay, I understand. So I'm going to change the workflow, and in this file, I have defined the tasks to automate process. And for example, task refresh means like this, and this task has two tasks, task build common, and build common is like this: npm build, run build, and npm link. And this is for building the common game module. And then run install all. Install all means server side module and client side module install core module, which is called game selfish. So after this, install all after this. So npm run in the server side. We want to check. npm run check is good. And in the client side, npm run. For example, I want to detect the error. So in this case, after I install the new dependency, the error happens. So npm run build is also okay, but the build is too much. I think I want to just detect the error. Check is also. This command can detect as well. So so this change help me detect the error. And task refresh, this should be executed every time I update the common module, because common module is dependent 이성 not dependent. This module is dependent on the server side and client side module. So yeah, depended on the common module is depended on. So yeah, every time I update the common module, we should execute this task. This task make sure the build the common module itself and ready to link to another modules, and after that for the server side and client side link to the common module, which means dependent on the common module. And in other words, install the dependencies, and after that npm run check is executed. This checks the type error. So this is good workflow. Okay, so and this, the error would be detected in the client side. Like this. So I can realize the error is detected, and open the client side and run the build and run the type check and identify the error, and the game duration, logical time, the property name is changed. This is not difficult. I changed yesterday, so and this is remaining time is not needed for now because I changed the game rule. So this function is, this file is not needed. Like this. Good. Okay. I can make it more stable. Okay, and reload, connect. But why this is blank? Game settings in the lobby room. Lobby. Game duration, logical time. I see. Oh, not good. I don't know. 27. Why 27? Huh? Why minutes? I updated. I see. I understand. The room is old. I should recreate the room because I create the room before the common module is reflected. So like this, and still blank. Still blank. 127, yeah, it's okay, but still blank. Game setting state is not initialized. Yeah, no, I checked. Game settings is okay. No, no, no. Reload and connect. Okay. Take a look at game settings. Game from server. Provider game settings. Game settings are here. And game state has a game settings. I see. Yeah, should have. But the console log doesn't show game settings. This console log. I don't know. I don't know. Game state is here and reload, connect. Yeah. The game state is here. I see. Okay, if the game parameter is contained in the raw message, return null here. So okay, I see. But I don't think should return null, because the temp is temp is this data, so we can access game logic state like this. So dot like this. Yeah. This is correct. Reload, connect. Good. All good, but the error happens. Component is changing an uncontrolled input to be controlled. This is likely. This error occur in library. Yeah. Input.txt. Maybe this is library. Warning, not error. Component is changing an uncontrolled input to be controlled. Okay, this is likely caused by the value changing from undefined to a defined value. Okay, which should not happen. Oh, I didn't know that. Decide between using a controlled or uncontrolled input element for the lifetime of the component. I understand. So we should, yeah, like this, and like this, and like this, and this is not good. Yeah. Y20. Oh, I see. Okay. 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 And from now I can debug the game. Yeah. And this is not good. Game duration. Logical time. And yeah, and I want to add some field to game settings because I want to change the settings for debug. Yeah, for example, possibility to mission, possibility of the missions. Or mission and initial placement of the players. Yeah. In production, the placement of the players is random, decided randomly. but for the debug, I want to check the various combinations of the placement of players. So I want to set up the placement. So I not to forget, I write down the roadmap. Write down on the roadmap page. Game settings. Game settings. Game settings are now more flexible for debugging. Oh, awesome suggestion. System design. Yeah. And oh. Happening missions. Any other properties? Okay, that's it. Recreate and join the room. It's good. Start game. Good. Okay. Yeah, time limit feature is working correctly, and initial Oh, I see, I see, I see. Wait for deadline comes. Okay, moved. And player 2 and player 3. I I just come up with idea. This time limit feature is good feature, but I have implemented this feature on the client side. If the time limit is time limit is exceeded, the client side automatically requests the default payload. But if I implement this feature on the server side, I think, and it should be implemented in server side, because if I publish this game, the all of players all over the world might leave the screen during the game, so the time limit time limit feature works in the situation if it is in the server side logic. But for now, the logic in the client side. So if the player close the browser, the client side don't request any payload at all. So the server wait for the request eternally wait for the request. So it's not good. So I should have implemented time limit feature in the server side. And also I just came up, if I implement the logic in the server side, I can make it configurable, the time limit, and I configure the time set to 1 or 2 seconds, and so it means the default action is selected immediately. So it's like autoplay. Can you understand? Can you make sense? So I should have implement the time limit feature in the server side. That is also good to debug, because it make it possible to autoplay. So I should implement the time limit feature in the server side. Yeah, I'm sure. So yeah, if in the server side, and I should the time limit. I should make it possible to set the time limit, number of time limit, and for each players. And after that, when I debug the game, the other player's time limit set to 1 seconds, and if I take action, and the player turns advanced and player to turns, the action is executed in 1 second. And as well, player 3 action is selected and executed in second, and brother can play next turn. So it's ideal debug style, I think. So I have two reasons to implement the time limit feature in the server side, and this is so important and valuable. The implementation would be a little bit complicated and difficult, but it's worth of it. So let's think about how to implement on the server side. And okay, it's time to use iPad and like this, and it's time to explain my game architecture. Yeah, okay. We should take a look at two modules, core module and server side module. And server side is the server side module. This method is called when the when the system receives requests via WebSockets, and this execute method basically update the game state. It takes the current game state and the request from client, and this method generate tasks, and tasks is sorted by priorities in this function, and the tasks are stored in the game state, and so this is a game state type, and this method consume or execute for each tasks, and this method is not always complete. This method doesn't always complete all of the task queue. It sometimes stop the task queue. It depends on the task result. So okay, I use iPad. Okay. Client and WebSocket connection and server. and request here, and yeah, and game state, there is a storage. Yeah, and read. Yeah, and write. Yeah, and this area is execution, for each execution. So in this execute function, this method has an update, and it means read the game state from the storage, and this game state is used for updating game state itself, and after that the game state responded to all of the clients, and this update function is like this, and in this line, read the game state from the storage, and in this line, write the game state, updated game state to the storage. Yeah, so the important part is here. There is a concept called as task. Yeah, so the game state has a task queue. Yeah, so it's difficult to describe. Game state has a task queue, and game logic state, and game parameter. Yeah, and task queue has a task like this. This is task. Yeah, and when the request happens, first generate tasks. Generate tasks means, literally generate new tasks to be executed. Tasks might be 1 or 2 or 3 or and the next, prioritize tasks, because the game state has might has task queue, so it means task queue is not always empty when the request occurs. So game state have GS, game state, and task queue like this, and A and B, task A and B exists, and prioritize. Yeah, based on the priority of the tasks. So for example, 1, 2, A, 3, B. For example, so the prioritized task sort the task, and after that do tasks. It's a execute task by loop. So this is a programming syntax and task. Yeah. Like this. This is a loop. Task queue loop. Okay. This is a foundation, and I need to implement the time limit feature. So to implement the time limit feature, I have thought about time limit feature on the server side, but it's so difficult because this execution is not triggered by myself. It requires the request from client. So this is a class, so but I think it's not possible. Ask ChatGPT. I want to implement the time limit feature on the server side, and I use the Cloudflare workers. I think it's impossible because the Cloudflare workers is triggered by the requests from external requests. I mean, it cannot be triggered by itself. So do you know solutions? Event driven and cannot run autonomously, be triggered and scheduled themselves. However, there are few workarounds or alternatives you can use to implement time limit or time-based logic on the server side. Use or time schedule trigger. Cloudflare workers current triggers. Oh, I see. Store start time and check on access. Ah, I see. This is nice idea. So when the player, when there are multiple players, so the one of them, everyone requests as a heartbeat for every seconds, and so it means check if the time limit is time limit exceeded or not. Yeah, this is simple and smart idea. Use external scheduler to ping the worker. Yeah. This is how do I say? This is a normal, but not cool. Use durable. Oh, really? Durable object has a alarm? I don't know. This is so cool. I want to check the document. Oh, durable objects alarms. Oh, you can't see. Durable objects alarm allow you to schedule the durable to be woken up at a time in the future. But if I use this feature, it is vendor lock-in, because this feature is specific for Cloudflare, so it is vendor lock-in. So I think this is a hack, I think. Cloudflare workers alarm. This is also good, but yeah. Which one should I choose? Alarm operations follow the same rules as storage operations. Each durable object is able to schedule a single alarm at a time by calling set alarm. Alarms have guaranteed at least once execution and are retired automatically when the alarm handler throws. Retries are performed using exponential backoff, starting at a 2-second delay from the first wave. Alarms can be used to build distributed primitives, like queues or batching of work, 8 top durable objects. Alarms also provide a mechanism to guarantee that operation within a durable object will complete without relying on incoming requests to keep the durable object alive. For a complete example, refer to user. Mm. I have two good choices, two options. Okay. This is the example, and for example, fetch is called if there is no alarm currently set to 1 or 10 seconds from now. Yeah. If not set around 10 seconds later, and the alarm handler will be invoked whenever an alarm fires. You can use this to do work. Read on. The following example shows how to use alarm info property to identify if the alarm event has been attempted before. I can choose this way. If I choose second way, second way is not real time, but if the heartbeat interval set to 1 seconds, it reflects by every seconds. Paid plan needed. I see. Yeah, but I'm paid plan. I have paid plan. I have paid for Cloudflare workloads, so I think it's not. I can use this method. If I choose second way, it means this is 1 seconds. 1 seconds happen and generate tasks. In the generate task function, if the time limit exceeded, new task happens. It is default request, default action, and the default action is executed in the top priority. The second implementation is so much to my current architecture, so I choose the second way. this way. Yeah, it's so easy to implement because every seconds participants request as a heartbeat and check if the time limit is exceeded or not, and condition is like that, like this, current date time, and baseline offset baseline to the action. If the difference is greater than time limit, the time limit exceeded and the default task is happened. Default task is executed. Execute it. Good. So good. Okay. So the default task has a default payload for expecting for expected action. So okay, when the time limit is set, at the same time the default payload is set to the game state, and if the and then the time limit exceeded, we can access the default payload in the game state, and it converts to task, and the task is executed and move on to the next state, next turn. Okay, I think it's good. Okay, I'm going to implement tomorrow. Today I'm going to finish. Thank you for watching. I'm